Okay. It's Tuesday's Tip with Dr. Britt.
This week we're going to discuss a little bit of hip flexor tightness and ways to relieve your hip flexor. It's one of those things it's one of those areas that's kind of hard to get to. You'll see some people laying on softballs on the floor and everything. That will work. I always find it's a little cumbersome. One of the things we like is, if you've been to see us, then you have a lacrosse ball. And a lot of times you go to the gym, they have a foam roller there. So what we like to do with that is I'm going to brace the foam roller on the wall. I'm going to take the lacrosse ball, kind of catch it right there where that hip flexor is, and I'm going to work at getting it in there. It allows me to kind of move around the roller and get that depth that I need for the hip flexor. And I'll work through that whole area. I don't roll it up and down. I just kind of find the spots that are tender, hang out there about 10 to 15 seconds, let that pain diminish, and then go on to find the next one. But then the question is, what do I do after that? And then we're going to show you a stretch here in about 1 minute. We're going to work on the hip flexor stretch that we like to use. I couple that with the lacrosse ball. What I want to do is I want to stand at nice even spacing, 90-90 angle here. I like to lean back as a unit. As I lean back, I feel that I want to keep my shoulder, my hip, and my knee in the same line. Find that tension. I'm going to squeeze that glute. What I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of lean forward just a little bit. Breathe in, keeping that tension. Breathe out, relax. Instead of going forward, I like to think about sinking downwards. And I'll do 3 to 5 breaths. Get into the hip flexor, let it release. If I feel like I need a little more, I always have a little bit of, I can do almost like the sun salutation, lean back and get that stretch. I find that 3 to 4 breaths, finish off with that. You'll find that your hip flexors are feeling pretty good. You're able to access your glutes now because they're no longer inhibited. And you'll feel better, move better, live better, pain-free.